Alright, welcome back. God is great, and thank you for another day, for joining me and my family towards my journey to a full recovery as we fight against stroke and other cardiovascular diseases. Alright, today it's going to be a doozy a little bit. There's going to be some exercises that I'm going to do that I've just started this week, and we'll see how that plays, but it's a tough one for me anyway. Today I'm going to continue to talk about some specific exercises that I do to help me continue with my 100% recovery. I'm still waiting for the VA hospital for my approval to see the outpatient occupational and physical therapy. It takes about 2 to 4 weeks usually. I think last time it took about 4 weeks to get approval. This is my 3rd week waiting. Hopefully maybe next week, I don't know, but we'll see. The target date is hopefully maybe sometime the 1st week of July. But that's okay, because I'm doing the vigorous and time-consuming tasks, doing exercises that will help my right side, improving strength, coordination, range of motion, and overall mobility. So I'm still, continuously doing my home exercises and therapy prescribed and other things that I do. I continuously move, and then we'll talk more about that later. According to my Google research, the first 3 to 4 months is where the most noticeable significant improvements occur. I'm approaching my 3rd month next week or so, 1st week of July. I can say I have significant improvements from this stroke, and it's significant to me. To recap, the journey starting April 3rd. That's when this is all started. I was at ground zero, but as I said in my previous video, I thank God every day that I could walk right after the stroke. It wasn't pretty. It's still not pretty. I was weak, lacked energy, endurance, stamina, and definitely lacked coordination, smoothness, and movement. Now I still do lack all those, but it's getting better. But with faith, perseverance, and faith and God on my side, all things are possible. All things are possible. I've improved in stamina and endurance. And for example, I went from 5-minute walks at the beginning of this journey, and now I'm just, this week, I can walk up to 50 minutes. It was a struggle, and it wasn't pretty. 20 minutes, 30 minutes of good walking. Maybe after that, I could still keep going. Had the endurance and energy, but I started wobbling a little bit more and noticeable, and I still limp. So, but the gait's noticeable, but I can walk. My right hand is another story. It is much, much harder and more difficult to retrain my right fingers and thumb, especially when it comes to strength and fine motor movements. I train every day. I do, as I said in the previous video, but the manipulative skills, like I said before, from ground zero. I had, beginning of the stroke, I had no movements. I couldn't move these fingers at all, and that was very challenging. It was the worst, one of the worst feelings in the world. It was happening to me. But what kept me going and still going, I'm retraining hard every day because of my faith in God and Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My faith in God and Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I walk by faith and not by sight. I couldn't move my right hand. I did not see it that way. I focus on God and Jesus Christ because I know He will never leave me or forsake me. He will never leave me or forsake me. God is above all things, All is possible through Him. And thank you, Jesus Christ. Because by His stripes I am healed. By His stripes I am healed. That is my focus. That is my every day, every second motivator to keep going. By His stripes I'm healed because He has paid it all in full. So if you are going through a struggle or a challenging situation, remember the acronym FROG, F-R-O-G. That's F-R-O-G, which stands for fully rely on God. Fully rely on God. All things are possible. Thank you, Jesus. I still got a long way to go. Need to continue my training and therapies to work on my right hand and arm. To work on range of motion, strength, coordination. Overall, just getting to doing the simple movements. The simple movements like brushing my teeth is difficult with my right hand. You know, I can try, as I demonstrated before, I can hold it up for a while, maybe 3-4 strokes, and it's tired. I can only go this way with it too. If it's hard for me to reverse the brush to the other side, and I can't move it and hold the brush this way. Not yet. That needs more training, much more training. Brush my teeth, combing my hair. I can do my left hand fine, yes. Right hand, you can forget that for a while. I can get my hand up there, but it's hard for me to manipulate the comb and keep it there. It drags, okay? And just overall having the stamina and endurance to feed myself with the right hand. Left hand's fine. I can feed myself. Right hand maybe 3, 4, 5 times. And usually soft liquids, soup, I can get up there. But if it's anything hard like a chicken, I can't hold a spoon and scoop it up and then hold it. Weight must be too heavy. I don't know. It's tough. But most of all, I hope to be able to drive in 3 months. As you know, I know Virginia has a no driving law for at least 6 months after a stroke. Safe thing. I'm sure maybe other states have the same thing. But there's that timeline, you know, the most noticeable improvement is 3 to 4 months. But I'm going to keep improving after that, you know, because I'm walking by faith. Not by sight, not by feeling. And I just keep training every day, which we'll talk about that later in another concept. I also miss fishing. I like fishing. I used to fish. This is a great weather for it. I used to go to the VA hospital, Fort Monroe, Yorktown Beach, and do some fishing. I love fishing. I used to be able to tie the hook and the knot and cast real good distance. And I used to be, you know, be able to do all those things. I do miss doing that. I can't do that right now. You know, balance issue, tying a knot. Putting the bait on the hook. That's all difficult right now. I also miss eating things like Asian cuisine. You know, I love eating before, and I did watch what I eat, but I guess I didn't watch it good enough. You know, I didn't monitor myself good enough. That was the weakness I had, eating. I enjoyed working out, lots of workout, but eating, I enjoyed that too. But I'm on a strict diet now that is composed of a very low sodium, low sugar, and low cholesterol. I know my health numbers have improved from the previous status quo before April 13th. My blood pressure is back to normal range and getting better every day because of the right food I'm eating, the right choices I'm making, and of course assistance from my family, my God, in research. My glucose level is back in range, and I could need more further improvement, but it's getting better every day. Just monitoring myself, watching what I eat. I will have a much better indicator after my blood test sometime in August. I guess that would be the true test to see what my numbers are. I know it's decreased because I changed my diet drastically. What I eat, I monitor it. I eat small portions. I eat throughout the day and night because I get hungry real quick because I'm not eating those high cholesterol, high fatty food, processed food, high calorie intake, none of that stuff anymore. So it's very modified and strict. And I monitor. That's the key, is to monitor. You get that feedback. Get the feedback is important. Immediate feedback at that, not the 6-month appointment, but use your glucose monitor if you got it, P-strip, whatever. Check your blood glucose through a prick. Prick your finger. Check your blood pressure. Watch what you eat. Read the food label. Read the food label and actually understand what you're eating. Understand what you're eating. Whew. I want to talk about another beneficial food. It's called the broccoli. Broccoli, I like it. I like the broccoli, but sometimes I need a little more taste. Because after a while, the tasting, I don't use salt. I don't use a soy sauce. I used to be a soy sauce fan, but I use Mrs. Dash. It gives a little more flavor, a little more oomph. It's a little different. I like to eat ranch, but I haven't found a good ranch dressing yet that's low sugar, low cholesterol. Most of them got high sodium, so I'm still looking for that, in search for that good, good ranch dressing. Whew. I do use vinegar a lot, lemon juice a lot, to spike up my, help me with my food taste. Lemon tastes good right now. Whew. I do eat oranges, but I have to monitor because oranges do spike my glucose level. I eat maybe 2 slices, and maybe wait 4 hours and eat another 2 slices. I like to eat the whole thing, but I notice if I eat the whole thing all at once, small portion control, it does spike my glucose level up real quick. It goes up real quick, but within like an hour or 2, it'll go back down. So it's not too bad. It doesn't stay up for too long. So the glycemic index is a quick riser, but the load is not too bad. I think it's like 30, 40. I have to do the research on that, but benefits, broccoli. Thanks to Google again. Thanks to Google. Heart health. I'm just going to read straight from this. Broccoli contains fiber, which can help lower cholesterol levels. Broccoli offers bone health. Broccoli is an excellent source of vitamin K and calcium, both vital for strong bones. These nutrients can help prevent bone-related disorders and maintain bone density, reducing a risk of fractures. It's good for your eyes. Broccoli is rich in antioxidants. Now, like lutein, I can say that, but this next one is zeaxanthin. That's a hard one. Zeaxanthin, which are known to protect against age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. That's a good thing. Cancer prevention. Broccoli can contain compounds like sulfurafane. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that, but it's sulfurafane, which have been linked to cancer prevention and may help block tumor growth. Immunity boosts broccoli. The high vitamin C content of broccoli, along with other antioxidants, helps to strengthen the immune system and protect against infections. Its anti-inflammatory properties. Broccoli's antioxidants again and other compounds can help reduce inflammation through the body, potentially lowering the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. It's good for digestion. Broccoli is a good source of fiber, which promotes healthy digestion and can prevent constipation. I know it helps me a lot. Along with that prunes I talked about last video, I also eat broccoli. I'll get back onto it because I kind of stopped eating broccoli a little bit, and just, you know, I need to get back on eating more broccoli every day. But I still do eat lots of vegetables like cucumbers, also another anti-inflammatory. I'll talk about that in another video, the benefits of cucumber, but they're all good. Because sometimes my hand, I don't know, for some reason, it swells up, and you know, especially when I wake up in the morning, it's stiff. Because this hand, again, doesn't move as much as the left hand. You know, I move constantly. But my right hand just sits there. And sometimes it gets swollen up for some reason. But I do keep eating my broccoli, you know, anti-inflammatory, cucumber, all that stuff. And I do exercise every, you know, 3 times a day at least. I do this, you know, as you remember, I said 100 times. Just doing this just to get the circulation moving. And develop my strength and movement overall. Other benefits of broccoli: also supports the brain health, important for recovering from a stroke. Helps regulate blood sugar levels. Yeah, blood sugar level important. It may aid in weight management due to its high fiber content and low calorie count. I want to talk about FITT. That's FITT. Thanks again to Google. I do know what it means before Google, but I want to be accurate and make sure I get the right information out. But it seems to align with it, so I'm just going to read it off. The FITT Principle, or the FITT, is a fitness concept that uses 4 key elements to design effective workout plans. That's what I'm doing, continuously designing plans for my recovery. It stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type exercises. By adjusting these components, individuals can customize their fitness routines to meet specific goals and fitness levels. That's important. You got to have a goal. You got to set a goal. You aim for a goal. Set it, achieve it, little at a time, but achieve it. That's also important when you set goals. So set goals that are achievable, that are realistic. They call them SMART goals. Specific, measurable. A means attainable or effective. I think R is let's see, smart, measurable, attainable, realistic, or relevant to you. And T means it has to be time bound, which I'll talk more about later. That's SMART goals. SMART. It's used a lot in organizations. Where was I? By adjusting these components, individuals can customize their fitness routines to meet specific goals and fitness levels, whether they are beginners or elite athletes, yes, for all, or a recovering stroke victim, or any other challenges that deal with health and debilitating condition. That principle or concept can be used to train you back to where you want to be. It's setting that goal and believing in having faith that all things possible. Alright, here's a breakdown of each element, and I'll talk more detail. Frequency. This refers to how often you exercise, such as the number of times per week. Normally, you would exercise about 3 to 5 times a week. I exercise about 5 to 6 times a week. That's if I'm energized and I'm feeling good that day. But I try to aim as a goal 5 to 6 times per week. Even as little something, movement, anything will work. It could be, if I feel energized, it's going to be definitely, the next one is intensity. It's going to be definitely a high intensity workout. If it's I'm lacking energy, not so motivated, maybe it's a low level intensity. Intensity indicates how hard you are working out during your exercise, which can be measured by perceived exertion or heart rate, which I've talked about in previous video. For my heart rate, again, a monitor is so important to keep. When I'm doing endurance workout like walking, or especially when I'm biking, my heart rate can go up very quick. When I'm working out with weights, definitely goes up very quick. When I work out with a complicated movement, it goes up really quick. When I'm doing house cleaning, which I'll demonstrate later on next week, it can go up really quick. It's important to monitor because it does. It does. And remember, I try to keep my heart rate at 70% maximum heart rate, which is about, for me, below 120 beats per minute. And that's important to watch that. Because sometimes, as an example, I was doing a house cleaning routine the other day, and it got up to about 130, not something I want, 140 maybe. Because by the time I checked it, I got into the cleaning part, it was difficult, I was struggling, I just had to finish it. But after I rested, checked it, it was like 128, which was probably not a good thing, because 10 minutes after I did that house cleaning thing. So it might have been a lot higher. So that was kind of careless of me. But good thing is I work up to that level. If it would be getting a stroke, where I could only have that 5-minute nursing, probably would have been a good outcome. Not a good outcome. So building my heart stronger every day by doing the work. Doing the work. Time. The specified duration of each exercise. That's always important, because as I said before, I could do 5-minute walking at the beginning of this journey, and I gradually work up 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, and 15 minutes, and 30 minutes. And like I said, this week sometime, I said, well, why not go for it? I went 50 minutes. It wasn't pretty the last 20 minutes, but I could still walk. I was wobbling with my right side especially, maintain balance. I was struggling, but I could still keep going. I was energized. I had the energy. I had the energy and the capability. I built that strength, endurance, and coordination. And I have faith. So I kept going. Whew. Type, the other T. This refers to specific activities you choose for exercise, such as running, swimming, or weightlifting. For me, it's focusing on working my right hand, exercises that sometimes that I use or research in it, and sometimes I have to invent and develop exercise on my own, and my own regiments and things like that. It's working, it's steady, and as I will show you today, some exercises I came up with myself. It's a little tougher this week, so you'll see. I'm going to continue to talk and demonstrate a few more upper body and lower body exercise. Most of the exercise will develop strength, coordination, balance, and overall improve mobility. It's specific to my need. It might help you out if you need to. So if you can use it, please do. Some upper body exercise I'm going to demonstrate they are. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. The first exercise is the deltoids, shoulders, if you want to call, frontal raises without weights. I used to do these in the workout gym. I was able to do 30-40 pounds back then when I was continuously working out and with good strength and endurance. Now, after a stroke, not so much. First, deltoid frontal raises. Alright, I'm going to transition so you can see me. Thumbs up. Alright, the first exercises is deltoid frontal raises with and without weights. Alright, first without weights, shoulder width apart. I'm going to do this today standing up as far as this exercise. Again, it's a progression exercise. If you're not at this point, you don't have your balance right, do a seated position. Do a seated for safety first. Safety first. So this one, I feel pretty good and confident that I can maintain my balance standing up right now. So I'm good. I worked up to this level. So deltoid raises with and without weights. Frontal raises. So here's without weights. Notice, and I want you to watch my right arm to this progression. Left arm is pretty steady. Right arm is steady. Okay, this is for demonstration purposes. When I do this workout, I might do about 50 of these without weights. But I do it in smaller sets. Maybe I do 10, 15 times, rest, and then I continue. Depending on my energy level. Alright, I'm going to do it with the weights. We're starting off with 1 pound. Easy for most people. Should be. Alright, frontal raises. And again, I'm just demonstration purpose. I'm going to do 5. Notice progressions. Notice the right hand. I can't barely hold it, but I'm holding it. It's tough. 3, 4, and 5. Now in note 5, going to 2 pounds. Frontal raises. This is for just demonstration purpose. I'm going to see how I'm doing. It's still tough. Alright, deltoid, frontal raises. Shoulders width apart. Take a breather. Again, breathing is important. Whew! Alright, how's it look? Can you see me? Alright, here we go. And notice the right arm right there. 1, 2, it's already showing the weakness. 3, 4, left arm can do this all day. And 5, right there. Woo! Alright, the goal is to keep moving up in weights. 3 pounds. Definitely you will see a difference. 3 pounds. It's kind of hard, but here we go. 5. And frontal. 1, that's it right there. 2, that's it right there. That's enough for demonstration. Alright, now the goal is to get 5 pounds for demonstration purposes today. So you can see my progression. Right here we go. 1, that's it for 5 pounds. Okay, easy for the left hand. 2, and 3. That's a hernia waiting to happen. Oh my goodness. Alright, that is a goal. But my hope and faith in God, I'm going to get up there. I will get up there. You will see progression. Woo! Alright, the next one is the overhead push-up. 1-handed and 2-handed using a cane. This is still very hard for me. Also, I'm going to demonstrate the weights. I'm going to do standing up today, but sometimes I do it sit down. Alright, overhead raises is a difficult task. Alright, without the weights, again, it's difficult for me to pronate my hand and hold it. 1, look at that. It's lacking. 2, 3, I'm just going to do 5, 4, 5. It's a lot easier for me to do this sitting down because it does put a lot of pressure on my back. Alright, with the weights. I'll do with the weights. Whew. This is just 1 pound. 1 pound. Here we go. 1. That's a 2. Again, I do this sit down, but for demonstration purpose. 3. That's very hard. It's difficult to control with the strength just to do that. I do shoulder exercises when I'm laying down, but I need to do laying down. I also need to switch more of standing up position to get that realistic strength training. I think it's something more real. Alright, if you're having difficulty with the weights and stabilization, use the straight edge, cane, broom, weightlifting bar. If you're like me, stick with something much lighter like cane or broom. So again, the purpose is stability and control. The cane or straight object is perfect for that. It can assist you. It's the left hand assisting the right. So basically, hold it up. I can hold my hand straight, pronated in a straight forward position. With the cane, it's helpful. It's still shaking, but basically, my left arm is taking the load. But I'm still raising it and getting the workout with the right. And hopefully, training the right arm to do the right thing. So, right now, it's the left hand taking the load, assisting the right arm. It's hard work, but it's necessary, mandatory. Ooh. Alrighty, that's it for that one area. Next, this takes a lot of energy. I just started this exercise this week. We're gonna transition again. We moved some furniture around just to demonstrate for today. Wall push-up, or push up, push off, overlapping hand to work on pressure or weight bearing type exercise. I'll show you the overlapping hand because it's a little bit easier. And right now we're going to transition. Alright. Thank you for sticking with me, folks. We had to transition. We had to move some furniture around for this demonstration. I usually do another wall, but I think this is a better area. Notice I got my chair behind me for safety purposes. Again, you know, if you're doing something new, you need a fail-safe time frame or something to catch your fall. Because prevention is key, so I'm going to have a chair behind me at all times, just in case I get weak and I got to drop. Alright, wall push-up, I'm just going to read from the monitor with my wife helping. Wall push-up or push-off, overlapping hand to work on pressure or weight-bearing type exercise. It helps improve with my right hand pressure, because I have difficulty holding my hand flat. See, I can hold that hand flat. This hand, that's it. It's a curb. So I still need to work on holding it flat. So it's going to look like this with the hand, left hand, holding the hand still and putting pressure on it and holding it flat against the wall. So that's the whole purpose of this, is to start with the wall push-up. You got to do sit it down, sit it down. That's the progression. Eventually, hopefully, God's willing, I'm going to get to regular push-up using maybe my mat or the floor or something. But right now, I don't think I can do regular wall push-up with the way my hand is and strength. I think my left side can do it, but I don't think I can do one-handed. So, alright, so basically, here's my hand. I'll put it, sometimes I hold it high, but usually, normally I like to center chest, but it depends on how difficult it is. So, for demonstration purposes, just 5. And I'm just going to go down and push, and I'm going to try to keep my hand still. Right hand, and push. Don't forget to breathe on the load. Breathe in, push out. Breathe in, push out. Breathe in, push out. That's for demonstration purposes. I do 5, but I just started this week. I could probably do 10. Ooh, and take a break. Now I'm going to do regular wall push-ups with hand shoulder width apart. You will notice the right hand placement is not there. It will move, and I will have to adjust it. Alright, shoulder width apart. It's hard for me to pronate. It's not flat, but I try to get it shoulder width. 1, 2, 2. Notice the hands, it's not flat. 3. But you gotta start somewhere. 4. I'm gonna try to go with some more. 5. I can't even hold my hand. 6. But I do feel that pressure point is gonna help, because I did this this week once, and boy was I tight. My arms were tight. Must be working a little bit of triceps, maybe even bicep, but maybe it's supposed to work the chest. But the whole purpose of it is strength training and coordination. So hopefully I'll get upper body strength, and I think the overall sum will be noticeable. So I'm working total body. Total body. Whew, that's important. Where am I? Let's see. Oh, so that's it for I guess the upper body. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead with lower legs. Yeah, go ahead, go down. My wife's moving the monitor for me. Some lower leg exercises, and we'll go ahead and transition again. Yeah. Alright, we're back. We had to change the configuration of the room furnitures. I also had to rest because I found out when I did the weights and the push-up demonstration that my heart rate was up to about 122. So I rested about 30 minutes, charged the battery for the camera. Now we're ready to finish the last section of this demonstration, lower leg exercises. So right now it's about 111. I think I'm okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully you can see me. I know it's a little bright behind me, but we're going to manage through this. First demonstration is side step stationary. This one's pretty easy. This is a doozy exercise though, the rest of them. So basically, against the progression of the lower leg strengthening, coordination, balance, and all that. So, you know, just side step, stationary position. So basically, I'm leading with the left foot, following with the right foot. Leading with the right foot, following with the left foot. That's stationary. Now I'm going to do more difficult skill, side step, traveling through space. And I'm reading out the teleprompter. Leading foot step left, followed by the training leg. So basically, if you can see me, I usually do this for about 5-10 minutes at a time, stop and rest, because it does get difficult. I just started this past week with these exercises. You know, trying to come up with something to develop the specific skill. So basically, I go left and side step, and you're going to see my balance. Left, followed by the right. I'm going to try not to drag it. Followed by the right. Step with left, followed by the right. Step left, followed with the right. Step left, followed with the right. Then on the other side, I lead with the right leg, followed by the left. Lead right. You know, I try to go faster. Alright, so I'll stop right here so you can see me. And I just keep doing this for about 5-10 minutes at a time. Work on that balance, control, strength mainly too, and coordination. Okay, it's traveling through space. Looks a little funny, but you know it's going to work it. Alright, so the next one. Whew. Watch my monitor. Stationary side step front. I'm going to demonstrate this way. This one's a little more difficult. So basically, I'll step, side step. Let's see, make sure I get this right. So basically, it's like this. So if I lead with the right, alright, we're going to continue on here with stationary side step front. This is a little more difficult. Basically, if I step with the right foot, then I step with to the front. This is a little harder for me. Step with the leading foot, which is the right, step to the front. And then going this way, this is a lot easier with my, you know, supporting left leg that way. So that's stationary. You know, if you have a hard time, make sure you are careful with this. You don't lose your balance, but it's a progressive step. Now I'm going to go stationary side step to the back, stationary. Alright, so basically if I step to the right, I'm going to move my leading, following the leg to the back. This is sometimes easy. Step with the side, leading foot, and then to the back. And then the same thing, going to the step with the left, and then rear. This will work on coordination, balance for sure. Step again with the left, and then to the rear. Step with the left. Now, the next two are much harder, working on coordination, balance, and with movement through space. This time I travel through space. Same thing, basically. Something not in a stationary position, but so step to the leg, and then move to the front. Step with the lead leg, move to the front. Step with the lead leg, move to the front. Step with the lead leg, move to the front. Okay, the same way. Now this time, leading right with the leg on the right. Step to the front. This is a little bit harder for me. A lot of coordination. So nice and slow. Lead leg, step to the front. Balance. Lead leg stepped and to the front. Okay, to the front. So basically that's it. Now this, step your space to side to the back. So again, this time, lead leg, step to the back. Lead leg, step to the back. Balance. Lead leg, step to the back. Lead leg, step to the back. lead leg, step to the back, coordination, balance. Alright, so this time lead leg with the right and supporting the weight, or the weakness in the area. Alright, so to the back, a little more difficult. Alright, lead leg, step to the back, lead leg, step to the back, lead leg, step back, whoo. Lead leg, step to the back. That's how to do the exercise. That's a little more difficult for me. Maybe 5 minutes on that, if that. But let's check the monitor. The pressure, or my heart rate, in real time. Let's see. Hope you can see that. It's still trying to register. Well, it is working. There we go. Sometimes you have to adjust your finger to get the I don't know. The registering. There it is. If you can see that, let's see, oxygen is 97. Heart rate's about 116, so a little work, but that was just a little time frame. I probably can get over that. That was down 97, so well 118 now. So that made me work a little bit. And back to 97. Oh wait a minute, that was oxygen. 118 pulse rate. So yeah, it made me work. Woo! Alright, but that's good. Coordination, balance. Basically, if you're experiencing recovery from a stroke or heart-related battle, I'd like to hear your journey. Comment below in the link. We are in this together and hope to ease the process for someone else going through this. Whether it's recovering from an illness, moving condition, or whatever it is, it's going to help. On my next video, I will cover and show more functional and specific home exercise that will help with my further full 100% recovery journey. I will also show home cleaning activities that I'm doing to help with my improvement in recovery process. Because I said before, every little thing counts. Every little movement, and how little ever it is, success is a improvement for success for bigger things. Well, that's all, folks. My family and I want to thank each one of you for your help and continued support. Glory, honor, and praises to God. Have a blessed one. But thank you for joining me as you watch my journey through this process. It's definitely a lengthy process, an enduring process. But thank you.